remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I don't be winning me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hate it. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pacing. They didn't want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's snow, I didn't got it.
It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw on second down. McDonald. That's caught. It's John Hightower. He takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's McDonald. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. An unlucky number here. A loss of 13 on the play. But it's going to be second down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Ryan Succop on for the point after. as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Packers nothing.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On the tackle.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 2nd and inches, Jackson. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down.
Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. McDonald. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, McDonald. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Yannick Ngakoue make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do they do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move. But the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. He's at it again Charles, he had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McDonald, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Hightower, 79 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. Final return. And a safe touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Play brings up 2nd and 10.
21-0 our score after 1.
It's the end of the first quarter with the score Saints 21, Packers nothing.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On the play.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40.
They go play action now. Jackson dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Green Bay.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers get a score closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose.
And it's caught inside the 30.
All you got to do is look it up.
New Orleans. John Hightower, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Saints 28, Packers 7. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. For the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now Leonard Fournette. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 24. It's a gain of 35.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, A lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
That's complete to Hightower. Take it out of the end zone for the Saints touchdown. John Hightower on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And a rout is on here in this first half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson being chased out left. He'll run it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. As the first half is winding down, and the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And he knocks it through.
Score Saints 35, Packers 14. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Ryan Succop set to kick off.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
4th down.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. This is caught by Jackson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
1st down, Packers.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
1st down, Green Bay.
Jackson on 1st down. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
1st down, Packers.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
No gain on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. This ball complete to Rager. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced to dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Loss of 5. Brings up 2nd.
This time Jackson will throw it. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
To Will Fuller.
Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Saints 35, Packers 21. Dustin.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now it's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. The 20, 10,
you know they pay me.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory.
Jackson.
It's a big play that time for the Packers. 61 yards.
First down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Touchdown, Packers! Deshaun Jackson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
To throw on second down. McDonald looking long for Westbrook. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Flush to his right. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Deshaun Jackson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The return man, Wilson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead.
scrimmage, and then they fooled him by drop.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30, and he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big run by the big man Fournette, 76 yards.
At the 19.
Throwing is McDonald, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Olivier Vernon, his second sack of the night, and it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defense is getting a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
He was hoping to get that to John Hightower, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, McDonald. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, it's McDonald. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1.